Hi, I am Gaston Gomez. Coming up next on Global Perspectives, a heart-to-heart conversation about culture and education. Welcome to Global Perspectives. I am your host, Gaston Gomez, ELL Family and Community Outreach Program Manager. We'll be having a heart-to-heart conversation about culture and education with my friend Mahwish Anwar. Welcome, Mahwish.
Hi, Gaston.
So tell me about your country. I know you were born in Pakistan. Tell me about your hometown, your city. I want to know everything about you.
So, I was born in Pakistan, the biggest city of Pakistan, Karachi, and I was born and raised there.
How far from the capital?
It's it's a 2-hour flight.
So it's not like can you drive?
Yes, you can drive. It's like a day and a night drive.
Oh wow!
Like
So it's a long.
24-hour drive. Yeah.
So it is a long drive to go to
Yeah.
the capital, but it's the largest city where
Yes.
you grew up. And so growing up, when you went to schools, did you go to private schools or public schools?
Yes, I did go to private schools because it's been more than a decade that there's a trend that started to send your kids to a private school to have better education.
All right. And so, do you go to schools with boys and girls? Was it like? Pretty
Yeah,
much?
it was both. Until 10th grade, we were together. And when you enter the college, it's girls and boys college.
And so, when you were in school, was it an all-day school, or was it half day and then go home, eat lunch, or lunch was provided in your school?
So we used to have a cafeteria, kind of canteen. We used to call it canteen. And we can buy lunch or pack lunch from home.
But you are expected to stay in
Yes.
school all day?
Yes,
pretty much,
all day.
like 8 hours, 6, 7 hours? Or
Our
longer?
school used to start at 8 and we used to end it up around 2 o'clock.
Okay, so about 6, 7 hours.
Yeah.
Huh? Any activities after school activities that you were expected to participate, like any sports or any extracurricular?
Not mandatory. I wanted to get karate training, so I used to go to karate school each evening.
All right. But not part of your school?
Not part
It
of
was
my school
another
curriculum.
private
Yeah.
karate school. Awesome. So you gotta show me some techniques.
Yeah.
This is good to know about you. See, I know you, but I didn't know much about you. So I'm so happy that you're here with me today. Was it expected for your parents to participate in your school education, or anything related to your school? Was that an expectation from your parents to be there to participate?
Well, not really at that time. As soon as you drop off your kids, the doors are closed. So you are not allowed in there during the school hours, and you can just come and pick your kids up, and that's pretty much it. If you have a concern, you can come, and if your child the school is having some concerns, they can call you. Otherwise, not really.
So no monthly meetings or parent-teacher conferences?
Not a lot.
Not-
Not at that time.
Okay. And what about volunteers then? So parents were not allowed to volunteer or chaperone?
Not really,
No,
not
not
at
really.
all, no.
Great. And when did you move to the United States?
In 2004,
2004.
because I got married and my husband used to live and work here, so I had to come with him.
Great. So now that you're here in Anne Arundel County, why Anne Arundel County?
Because he used to live here, and I had some family and friends here, and I really loved Maryland and Anne Arundel County and the school district. Of course, it's good, it's got good schools, so we decided to stay here since then.
Do you enjoy having 4 seasons a year?
Yes, I love 4 seasons because I was born in a city that didn't have that. I never had that opportunity. Snow was just in the freezers. I would just lick the snow out of the freezer, and that's it.
So always hot.
It was hot. It was a beach city, so snow was like a fairy tale thing for me.
Do you always visit the U.S. growing up? Do you ever visit the United States at all or not?
Through the eyes of media, that's it.
But you never physically came
No,
to visit.
I've never
So
been.
when you came here for the first time, what was your first impression, or your wow, or your cultural shock that you were like, okay, this is totally different. So tell me about that. I would like to know more about that from you.
So for me, it was like a real big shock because it's a day and night difference. People are like real friendly. They're smiling most of the times. They're not rude to you, and they are helpful. They would help you if you really need it or ask for it. And the traffic, I just love the way traffic works here, and honking horns was always a bad thing in my mind about it. Like, people honk horn even though it's not needed in Karachi, but here I didn't see that all the time, and I really loved it. Less pollution.
So that's something that you
Yeah.
were like, wow, totally.
Yeah.
So you love it, right?
Yeah, I loved it. And another thing was that I was shocked at first that you have to handle everything by yourself. I was youngest of 7 siblings, and I never did anything myself back country, but here I was the chef, I was the cook, everybody. I was the only one who would handle everything. So it was a shock. It's not that I don't like doing work myself, but I wasn't used to, but now I love doing stuff myself.
Yeah. What was your first initial reaction? You told me about traffic and the less pollution, but something that, that when you arrived and landed and okay, wow, what was your first initial reaction?
Cleanliness. I felt welcomed.
That's good.
And less pollution, yeah.
Overall, the biggest cultural difference between Pakistan and the United States. A couple of highlights that you can share with me.
I would say the freedom of speech. I really like it. You can say whatever you want to say, and you can express your opinion. And it's a lot of differences, like people here would eat on a dining table, and the table manners are totally different. Like in Pakistan, you would see more people eating with their fingers, sitting on a floor. We call it dastarkhan. The whole family sit together on a floor, spreading out a special sheet of paper, and we eat on that, of cloth, and we sit and eat together like that.
So that's
Yeah.
completely
Yeah.
a 360-degree
Yeah,
difference,
it
right?
is, yeah.
Like you have to sit at the dining
Yeah.
table and then
Yeah.
use silverware or some utensils to eat. You have children.
Yes, I have 3 children. All of them attend Anne Arundel County Public Schools, and they love it.
Yes, and I am sure they are very dedicated, like mom.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. So, what kind of work do you do?
So I work as a bilingual family and community outreach facilitator for Anne Arundel County Public Schools.
Tell me
And
about
I enjoy my job. I love being a bridge between community and the school system, and I love helping my community. I arrange a couple of events in the evening, and workshops like parent workshops, a group called Moms Group, which is, we call it Chai and Chat Moms Group for South Asian and Middle Eastern moms.
How many languages do you speak?
So I speak 5 languages. 4 of them are regional. Urdu is the national language of Pakistan. Hindi, Punjabi, Pashto, Sindhi, and Standard Arabic.
Right. So you are able to use all those languages here in Anne Arundel County.
Yes, I do.
Yes. And do you see our families here in Anne Arundel County reaching out to you to ask for help, to ask you for guidance? Do you
Yes.
see that?
Yes, I deal that on daily basis.
Great. And what about participation? Since you shared that volunteers or parents are not allowed to come to schools in Pakistan, what about the parents living here and they have children, obviously in our schools? So are they learning? Are they attempting to? Or they just like they don't know how to do it? So can you tell me about it?
So it's been increased a lot. Since I'm on board, I have seen a lot of increase. Like parents would come to me, oh, we have a language barrier. No, you can do a lot of other stuff. You can help teachers cut papers. You can help teachers send mail home. You can do a lot of other jobs around the school. So parents have been signing up as a volunteer. They have been chaperoning. So a lot of increase have been seen.
That's wonderful. That is wonderful to know that our parents, ALL parents, are volunteering more every day and also chaperoning. That's great. So tell me about the schools. Your kids are in elementary and middle school?
They are in elementary and middle.
Elementary and middle. So as a parent, tell me as a parent, your perspective as a parent, not as a bilingual facilitator. So tell me, your parents now, then they didn't really participate. So you as a parent here in Anne Arundel County, so tell me about that difference.
So when I started volunteering with my first child, I really didn't know where to start from. So I did go to the school and I asked them, do you need help? Do you need help anywhere around the school? They were welcoming. They did ask me to chaperone, to organize events, joining PTA and making other parents come join PTA from my community. So I have been working toward that.
So you were a volunteer before you became a bilingual
Yes,
facilitator. Great asset to have you part of the team. And your children, seeing you as a parent, coming to school to volunteer, how did they take it?
They feel excited. They feel proud about it, not really in a negative way, but they see me having a career and working toward the school community. They really like it.
So they feel, so they see us a role model, of course, but also they feel like, I can do this too. I want to be like mommy or daddy. That's great. So when you guys go back to visit Pakistan, tell me something that is a cultural shock in your own country when it comes to, okay, we're going to go visit for a month or a week or whatever time you guys take, and you take the whole family. Tell me something that is shocking going back and visit.
So each time when I go back, I love it being with the family and all that, but I really want to go back. At the end of the trip, we are counting hours to go back because of the convenience that we have here. And then the kids, I won't call it a shock, but they enjoy running off a red light. And they can, a 7-year or 6-year-old can ride a dirt bike on the beach. So they love these kind of things.
That's wonderful. So they always enjoy going back to
they
visit.
really love going back.
Yeah. Any academics or extracurricular activities that your kids do that you didn't have the opportunity to do in your country?
Well, I would say it's the same, but in my country, there is like class, middle class, most of the high class, most of the opportunities are always offered to the higher upper middle class.
So not to everybody.
Not to everybody, or they can't afford to choose. So I had all the opportunities to pick karate lessons, to go play badminton, and a lot of other stuff that not everybody has that opportunity. They are not offered to all and everyone.
So what do you see your kids enjoying here?
They really enjoy sports. They love playing basketball, soccer, and things like that.
And your daughters?
They love taking karate classes
They
as
do
well.
it as well, just like mom?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, you have to show me some moves then and
Yes,
some
I will.
techniques. But I would like for you to tell me more about participating as a bilingual facilitator, but also as a parent. You were telling me the difference, when you volunteer, but and then you shift roles as a bilingual facilitator, and also the participation of the moms here. I know in your culture, women follow the male figure role, but here, how do you see the difference? From a parent perspective, when you started as a volunteer, but then as a bilingual facilitator. So tell me what you do, what you have seen different, and what you do to push for moms to be more engaging in our schools. Tell me about that.
So I would say they need appreciation and someone to give them the better or right approach. Once they got it, they're on board. They want to help you out. They want to help you out organizing events. They want to help you out anyways. And then they would love to, once they feel like they're welcome and the school environment is welcoming and they have someone they could go to for whenever they need help or they have ideas to explore new things, they feel welcome and they want to help out with the school system.
So do you see that the engagement continues to grow every day more as well?
It is.
Great.
Every day.
And I know you have conducted some groups, parent groups. Are they just in one specific school or you're doing a countywide?
So this is a county-wide initiative that I have taken. However, the base is one school where everything is provided and it's my home school. So it's easier for me to gather everyone at one space and continue that group. But we are expanding it, like we are gonna cover each cluster in one of the
That's
schools.
a great idea.
Yes.
Great. So you are intending to do that within the next few months?
Yes.
Great. And so when it comes to outreach to families, what ways do you use? How do you try to connect with parents? Tell me about that.
So this Asian, South Asian and Middle Eastern community really wants to chat, like on a WhatsApp group or the telephone call really works out well. When you give them a personal call, they really come, show up at your events and they feel more welcomed and the invitation works very well.
So they enjoy having the personal touch. I call it the
Yes.
personal touch when you dial and say, hi, I am Mahwish Anwar, and then you speak their language, one of the 5 languages that you speak. And so they feel special, they feel welcome, they feel like, wow, someone is here and understands me and is going to help me to navigate the school system and reach out to other, resources, community resources perhaps. Medical, I know you have assisted families with medical, to apply to medical assistance and some other, what other stuff do you help them with?
So I have a folder, I call it a folder. It has the community resources. If you are registering, for instance, in Gamrills, Crofton or Mead area, I would have the doctor's info in it, pediatrician info in it, your immediate person to contact if you need something. It's like a package, a welcoming package I would call it, to give them a perspective. First of all, you're welcome. So this is a welcome packet for you. You're welcome in the school community, in our community, and these are the resources you might need, and it really comes handy.
And a welcome letter, you
From-
translate it in their
yeah,
own language. That's great. It's
From
really
our office, yeah.
great. So when it comes to community resources and assisting families to navigate, especially the newcomers, they just move here, and you help them. Do you feel that they take advantage of your advice and also the resources that you provide them with?
Yes,
Yes?
they do. They do.
And so when they are when they become more part of the community and coming to schools and volunteer, do you help them to be a voice, right? But what else do you do to embrace that voice?
Like I would set some initiatives and some incentives as well, that, oh, you have been so good, like a thank you card, or if we are having some giveaways, they would really appreciate it, and I would see if there's a needy family that really needs help. So we would supply them backpacks and supplies for their kids, and they really feel welcome and helped.
Wonderful. And when it comes to the parents, dads, specifically dads, do you see them also getting more involved as well as moms, or just it's mostly moms who are?
Mostly moms. Very few dads, and there are few that would love to join the moms group. So, but very few, like one or two, not more than that.
So going back to your education, and you said clearly that parents were not really expected to be involved in your education or any Pakistani children education, but here you see that, like you said, they're starting to be engaged. In Pakistan, parents, the father figure is really never in school. Never. So here they are trying to. What about their children seeing that? You know, as a role model, I'm sure is helping. You know, the younger kids saying, "Oh, daddy's also participating." That's awesome.
So here, I don't really see a lot of dads participating, but when it comes to parent-teacher conferences, they would prefer sending the dad instead of moms, since moms don't really speak, there's a language barrier. So I would see more dads coming to attend the meetings, parent-teacher conferences, but the message that the teacher really want to convey to mom has never been really conveyed, because moms need to go and talk to the teacher.
Right. So we want to continue to promote for mom and dad come together, if it's possible, so they can learn more about the school, the progress of their students, and other initiatives that you have started. And we are so happy to have you supporting the Pakistani and Middle Eastern families as well. So Mahwish, thank you so much for being here today. I look forward to a second interview with you. I think it's going to be great. I'm excited, getting to know more about you. So again, thank you for being here, and I will see you soon.
Hi, I'm Jeannie Porter. Anne Arundel County Public Schools Department of Transportation is raising the level of awareness for the safety of your children as we transport them to and from school. When a school bus stops to load students, as a driver, this is what you will see. At 150 feet, the bus will activate hazard lights. At 100 feet, the bus driver will activate the amber lights. They will start slowing down. At 10 feet before the bus stops, they will turn on the red bus lights. Their stop sign will come out, and students will begin to load. Once all students are on board safely, the bus driver will turn off red lights and move forward. At this time, it is safe for the motorist to resume movement.
Today I come to you with exciting news about school meals. School meals offer students a healthy school breakfast and lunch. Every day, students are offered unlimited choices of fresh fruits and vegetables. Students are encouraged to select up to 2 cups of fresh produce each day at lunch from our unique salad bars. You may also monitor your child's school meals online at My Payments Plus. This is a convenient tool we offer to all parents to make managing your school meal accounts a simple process. To learn more about My Payments Plus, simply visit www.mypaymentsplus.com or call 877-237-0946. Each year, families have the ability to apply for free or reduced price meals. The application to apply is online. Parents, you may log on to applyformeals.aacps.org. The process is fast, easy, convenient, and it's accessible from any computer. Remember, if you received meal benefits last year, you must complete a new application each school year. Thank you for this opportunity to provide you this valuable information pertaining to school meals. School meals fuel your child's brain and body for academic excellence. If you have any questions regarding the healthy school meals offered, please contact me at 410-222-5900.